Honey, by any chance, did you send your mom $5,000?
Oh, well, about that.
Did you or did you not send her the money? Just tell me straight already. How can you have made such a big financial decision without asking me if it was okay first? I thought that we were meant to be a team. How are we supposed to have a healthy marriage if you won't even communicate with me and be transparent about financial matters?
Yes, I did send her the money. I'm sorry, honey. I really was planning to tell you about it. It just never seemed to be the right time.
$5,000 is a significant amount of money, you know. Surely it would have been better for you to tell me about it than for the online banking app notification to be the first I heard of it. Have you lost your mind? How many times has it been now? How many times have you gone and sent your mom an unreasonable amount of money behind my back? Huh? And not a single one of those times has your mom had a legitimate reason for needing that much money so suddenly.
Well, it's just that my mom said that it was an emergency and that she really needed the money as soon as possible. How could I, as her son, possibly ignore her when she says something like that?
Well, it seems like your mom is having these emergencies very often these days. At least once a month. If you're going to always be sending her thousands of dollars at the drop of a hat, then how do you expect the two of us to get by? We have rent and bills to pay. We may be doing okay for ourselves, but we're not at a level at which we can just throw $5,000 at whichever family member that asks.
Well, she said that she was going to pay us back eventually. Just give her a little bit of time, okay?
And when has she ever paid you back after asking for money? Never. Not a single time.
But this time it seems like it really, really was an emergency. Let's just have some faith in her, okay? I'm sure she had her reasons this time.
Oh, you are so gullible. You know that? Until when are you going to keep being such a sucker? Do you really still not realize where all of this money you send your mom is going to?
Where is it going to?
Straight into your brother's bank account, of course.
Come on. There's no way that could really be the case. Okay, yes. I admit that my mom has given him money from us on a couple of occasions, but I refuse to believe that she gives it to him every time. Even if my mom does show slight favoritism towards him, I really don't believe that she would exploit me to that extent. She is my mom too, after all.
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I very much do think that your mom would be willing to exploit you to that extent. You're too nice for your own good. That's your problem. Your mom is always going on about how her oldest is the apple of her eye and how he always deserves the best things. Don't be so naive as to assume that she wouldn't take from us to give to him. I'm sure that's where all of our money has been going.
Surely not.
Why do you sound surprised that I'm suggesting this? I can't believe you can still even say that. This is the last time you send money to your mom just because she asks, okay? I don't care how many times she claims it's an emergency. If you pull anything like this again, then I'm filing for divorce straight away. Do you hear me?
Filing for divorce? Don't you think that's a little harsh? Divorce isn't a word that you can just throw around like that.
Well, I wouldn't have to be this harsh if you hadn't crossed a line by throwing all our money away without even consulting me first. It's not like it was $100 or $200. She's asking for at least $1,000 every time. How can you justify giving her this much money on a regular basis? It's bleeding us dry. $5,000 could be a couple months' rent here in the city.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Your mom really does make me laugh, you know. She's always talking about how amazing her oldest son is, and yet whenever she needs money, it's her younger son she goes running to. What has your brother done in his life other than be fortunate enough to pop out first?
Well, that's just because we're better off than my brother is. We have better paying jobs than both my brother and Nina, and we don't have any kids either. They have feeding and clothing little Tommy to worry about.
Anybody listening to this would think that your brother's family were living in abject poverty. I think you'll find that they get by just fine. And they only have the one kid. There are people around with 4 or 5 kids that get by without complaining.
Okay, fine. I won't do it again. So please just stop being mad at me, okay?
Well, since you've gone and spent all that money on her already, I guess we're going to have to take your mom somewhere affordable instead of that expensive steak restaurant she always wants to go to. Let's just go to Apple Trees.
Apple Trees? My mom will be pretty offended if we take her there on her birthday, though. Even little Tommy would be disappointed at the idea of going to Apple Trees for his birthday.
Well, if she wants to go to the steakhouse, she's going to have to get your brother and Nina to pay for it.
But I'm usually the one who pays for dinner on my mom's birthday. I already said I would do it this time as well.
But this is the exact problem. Why is it a given that you should be the one to pay for dinner on your mom's birthday every year? Why does that expectation even exist? Your brother is your mom's son as well, you know.
Well, that is true, but it's just not the same.
I told you, didn't I? If you can't get your mom to give back that $5,000 right away, then we're going to Apple Trees for her birthday. And that's final.
What kind of birthday celebration do you call this?
Faye really has gone too far this time, hasn't she, Wendy?
What are you talking about? Have you forgotten why we're here today, Faye?
Of course not. It's your birthday, Wendy. Happy birthday to you.
Well, if you knew that, why on earth have you brought me to Apple Trees? What's wrong with Apple Trees, Mom? The food is perfectly tasty. That's not the point. You're supposed to treat people on their birthdays, not drag them to the nearest budget restaurant and expect them to have a burger and fries.
Yeah, Faye. If you're going to use your money on someone's birthday anyway, you might as well pull out all the stops. What's the point in pulling a stunt like this?
Well, if you think this isn't up to standard, then you should have been the one to plan Wendy's birthday, Nina.
Well, we're super busy raising Tommy, and we need to save all our money to invest in his education. Raising a child comes with its costs, you know.
That's right. Tommy has started going to elementary school now, and they need to pay for tutors and make sure he's well looked after. How can you possibly compare their busy schedule to yours when you don't even have kids?
I don't know what the big deal is. The school bus comes to pick him up and take him to school. And it's not like you're studying along with him, so I really don't see what you're so busy with. And what 6-year-old needs tutors anyway?
Honey.
What is it? Did I say anything that isn't true? You just don't understand because you don't have any kids, Faye. Try having a kid of your own, and then you'll see that it isn't as easy as you think. Don't think you can go around judging us mothers and what we go through just because you've decided to be child-free.
That's right. How dare you talk to your sister-in-law like that when you don't have even the faintest idea of what it's like to be a mother? You're the one in the wrong here.
I really don't understand what I've done wrong here.
Are you acting like this because you're still upset over the whole $5,000 thing? If it's really that much of a big deal, I'll just give it back. Would that make you happy?
Yes, it would actually. You had better pay it back before the end of the month, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to start charging interest.
What did you just say? Honey, please stop this now. It's my mom's birthday. Let's just all try and get along, okay?
That's right. You really shouldn't be causing such a scene on Wendy's birthday like this.
Honestly, I don't know what I've done to deserve being treated like this in my old age.
Come on now, Wendy. Don't get yourself worked up over this. Faye is still pretty young, so she doesn't always know how to go on, you see.
How can my two daughters-in-law be as different as night and day? Please don't be mad, Mom. Come on and eat your dinner before it gets cold. How about I buy that bag you said you wanted as an apology gift? Honey! That designer one! It can make up for the fact that your birthday meal was less than perfect. Now, let's eat, shall we? Well, in that case, I suppose I can let the matter slide. You! You should know how lucky you are to have found such an angel of a husband. Do you think it's easy to find men like my son? Do you think they just grow on trees? Honestly, he's too good for you.
I can't believe this. Honey, you and I need to have a talk when we get home.
Let's just eat our dinner now, okay?
Oh, Nina, did you get a new car? This one looks very shiny and new. Oh yeah, Wendy bought a new one for me.
Who bought a what now for you?
Why do you look like a rabbit in the headlights all of a sudden? Chill out for a second. Wendy, where on earth did you get the money to buy Nina a new car?
I have money! What are you insinuating? I don't need to tell the likes of you where I got it from, thank you very much. Why have you suddenly got such a bee in your bonnet over this?
Well, it's just that last month you called Andy saying that you were completely broke and you needed to borrow some money straight away. So I was just wondering how you could afford to buy Nina a new car if that really was the case. What's gotten into you, Faye? What's the big deal that Wendy used her own money to buy me a new car?
Exactly. Why should I need to report to you about whatever I decided to spend my money on? Your new car is really nice, Nina.
You do have good taste, Andy. I can always rely on you to back us up.
Their old car was really old, you see, so I thought that it would be best to get them an upgrade. We can't have my oldest son and his lovely wife driving around in an old banger now, can we?
But our car is even older than theirs was. It's practically scrap at this point.
The oldest son is the one who carries on the family legacy. If something happens to your brother-in-law because he's driving around in an old, unsafe piece of junk, are you going to take responsibility for it? It's a good thing you got them a new car, Mom. Their old one was pretty beat up. Now they can drive Tommy around without having to worry as much.
Our car is even more beat up than their old one, though. I'm not saying I wanted Wendy to buy us a new car. I'm just saying that if that's the logic you're using, then it doesn't really make any sense.
Just stop it now, okay?
Yeah, Faye, you really need to stop acting like this. Jealousy does not look good on you. If you're jealous, just say that you're jealous. It's fine. There's no need to make a scene by being all petty like this.
What? I'm just completely speechless over this. I really can't believe it. The oldest son comes first. That's just logic. How don't you understand that? Not only are you the younger son and the wife of the younger son, but you've decided not to have any kids. Don't go around thinking that you two are on his level, okay? Of course, Mom. We would never think that. Now get home safe. See you soon, Nina.
See you soon, Andy. You guys go and have some rest. I'll be going now.
Where are you going all by yourself? Aren't you taking Wendy with you? You can show her how the new car runs while you're at it.
Oh, you guys can take Wendy home. I need to go and pick up Tommy from soccer practice.
Of course, of course. You go and see to my precious grandson.
Okay, see you soon, Wendy.
Drive safely, Nina.
So their old car was so beat up that it's unsafe. But Wendy is happy to get in our rickety old thing as long as she doesn't have to throw any money our way.
I am seething right now.
Does seeing your mom behave like that not upset you?
Well, I just kind of got used to it. That's just how she's always been.
Don't you see that she clearly asked for that money from us so that she could put it towards buying your brother and Nina a new car?
I mean, it's not a big deal as long as she pays it back, right? She already said that she would, didn't she?
This really is driving me crazy. Do you really believe everything your mom tells you?
She wouldn't really bleed her own son dry, would she?
Oh, wouldn't she? Do you know exactly how much money your mom has stolen from us over the years?
Stolen is a bit of a harsh word to use.
But she has been stealing from us. She's taking that money and saying she'll pay it back, but she clearly has absolutely no intention of doing so.
I'm sure she will, eventually.
You are so incredibly frustrating. Do you not feel like this is unfair on you at all? Are you really okay with the fact that you've been second best to your brother your entire life and probably always will be?
I've just come to terms with it now.
You may have, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Just because you became accustomed to inexcusable behavior and accepted it as the norm, that doesn't mean that it isn't still unacceptable behavior. You had better promise me that no matter how much she begs you, you won't be giving your mom any more money. Do you hear me? Do you need any more concrete proof that she's just giving that money directly to your brother and Nina?
Okay, fine. I won't give her any more money.
Do you mean it? You had better not even think about doing it again. I'm being deadly serious about this right now.
I understand. I promise that I won't give her any more money.
Are you doubly sure that you're able to keep that promise going forwards?
Yes, I'm sure I am. Don't you worry about it.
I can't help but worry considering your track record of being walked all over by your family, though.
Hi, Faye. What are you up to right now? You're not too busy, are you? Are you free for a quick chat?
Hey, Mom. I'm just cleaning the house. I'm free for as long as you need me to be. Is something the matter?
Faye, don't be too taken aback and listen to what I have to say, okay?
What is it? You're sounding very serious all of a sudden, Mom. You're kind of scaring me, if I'm honest.
Your dad and I have decided to move out to the countryside.
What? You're moving to the countryside?
Yes, that's right. We figured that the fresh, unpolluted air would be good for your dad, considering his health problems. And we just want to have an easier, slower pace of life in our old age.
Well, yes, I do understand that. But it just seems so sudden. Have you been thinking about this for a long time and you just didn't tell me until now? Or was this a spur-of-the-moment decision? What are you going to do with your apartment here in the city? Are you going to put it up for sale?
We've been thinking about it for a while, to be honest. But we didn't want to tell you until we had everything sorted. And no, we're not going to be selling the house.
Then what are you going to do? Rent it out and have a passive income?
No, we're going to give it to you and Andy.
What? You're going to give us your house?
That's right. We have always felt really bad about how we weren't able to contribute financially to your wedding or towards helping you rent your place. So we wanted to at least be able to do this for you.
Oh, Mom. I told you not to feel guilty about things like that.
Well, I can't help it. I just didn't feel right. I'm going to transfer the deed over to your name, and I want you to make the place your home.
But you and Dad spent your life savings on buying that apartment.
Well, your dad and I have already bought ourselves a place in the countryside, and we've decided that's where we want to be. So don't you worry about us.
I'm just so moved right now, Mom. Oh, I think I'm going to cry.
Oh, sweetheart, there's no need to cry. Now you and Andy can go and make it into the forever home you've always wanted.
Mom, thank you so much. You know, my sister-in-law, Nina, keeps saying that she wants to move to that neighborhood because all the best schools are around there.
Well, isn't that going to make the move all the better? She's always lording it over you and acting like she's better than you. And now that you have something she wants, you can go and rub it in her smug little face.
But is it really okay for us to just have the apartment?
Of course it is. You're our only daughter. It's only natural for a parent to pass their possessions on to their child. Stop worrying, okay?
Thank you, Mom. Really, from the bottom of my heart.
The only thing is that it might need some work done.
Oh, that's okay. Andy and I will deal with that when we move in.
Okay, then. You and Andy better come over and have dinner with us before we move out, okay?
Of course we will, Mom. Andy is going to be so happy when I tell him about all this. We'll find an evening to come over as soon as we can.
What? Your mom really said that?
Yes, she really did. We really are getting my parents' apartment.
That neighborhood is so nice. The price of an apartment there starts at $750,000, but the nicer ones are going for well over $1 million. Is it really okay for us to just have the apartment?
My mom says that's what she wants, so I guess it's basically a done deal.
What are your mom and dad going to do?
They said that they've already bought themselves a place out in the countryside.
Wait, seriously? Already?
Yep. They don't waste any time. So their current house is going to be ours pretty soon.
I really can't believe it. It's like a dream come true.
It really is the best luck we could have asked for, isn't it? We've been slaving our backs off trying to pay rent these past 3 years. And now we're never going to have to worry about that again. The mortgage on my parents' house is all paid off as well.
We need to think of something to get your parents as a thank you gift. I just feel so grateful towards them.
I'm so happy right now that I feel like I could fly. But there are a few problems with the interior, so we might have to have some work done.
Oh, well, that's no bother. We have enough money to pay for the workmen, at least.
Yeah. Our savings will be more than enough to make the place exactly how we want it to be.
I never thought that something like this would ever happen to us.
You know that's the neighborhood that Nina really wanted to move to, right?
Oh, really? Is it?
It is. There are so many good schools in the area, so they wanted to move there to get Tommy enrolled in somewhere better. But because the house prices are too expensive, they couldn't make the move.
Ah, I see. That was the neighborhood they were talking about.
They're going to be so jealous once they hear that we're going to be moving there. I'm getting excited just thinking about the look on Nina's face when we tell her. I heard from Andy that your parents have decided to give you their apartment. Is that true? About that. Yes, it is true, Wendy. You should have told me as soon as you found out about it. Why would you keep such a big thing to yourselves? Well, you see, we've just been rushed off our feet with remodeling the interior of the whole place that I didn't really have the time to think about anything else. Well, I really doubt you're that busy just sorting out the interior. So, how big is it then? It's around 140 square meters. What? Did you say 140 square meters? Well, then it's far too big just for the two of you to be living in. You don't even have kids or anything. It's not really that big. It's perfect for the two of us to live comfortably. But you said that you two aren't ever planning to have any kids. Even if we don't, 140 square meters isn't too big for two people. Instead of clinging on to it, why don't you let your brother-in-law and sister-in-law live there instead? Excuse me? Just think about it. They have a child to think about, and the schools in the area are some of the best in the city. That apartment would be perfect for them. You know that what you're saying right now is outrageous, right, Wendy? What? There is absolutely no reason for me to give this apartment to them. I've received it in my name from my parents for me and my husband to live in. But just think about little Tommy's future. Well, Tommy's future is for his parents to worry about and nobody else. Why do I have to be worrying about it? Well, that's... I'm just going to pretend that I never heard what you just said. I think we'll have sorted out the interior by the end of this month, so I'll have you over for a housewarming party then. I wasn't done talking! I'm sorry, but I'm busy right now. I'll see you at the housewarming party. Come on in. I know it's not the shortest journey to get to this part of the city. Why do you live so high up? We spent ages waiting for the elevator to come. Yeah, it's much more convenient to live on the lower floors. But Nina, don't you guys live on the 14th floor? We only live on the 10th floor. Oh, well, that's... Oh, whatever. There's no point in squabbling over things like that. Well, I wasn't the one who started it. Anyway, you said that you were remodeling the interior. Is it really all done? It certainly doesn't look like it to me. Yes, it is all done, actually. Well, it's not as impressive as I thought. You kept going on and on about getting the interior done, so I was expecting to see something out of this world. Oh, well, that's not surprising. You see, the person we hired is a pretty famous designer, and he said that it's typical for the average person not to understand the intricacies and suitabilities of his work. He said he didn't expect the profundities of his minimalistic designs to be picked up on by the untrained eye. Really? He sounds like an interesting character. I wasn't sure exactly what he meant when he first said it, but listening to you right now, I think I finally understand what he was trying to say. It's okay. I'm sure you'll develop an eye for appreciating art sooner or later. Well, that aside, isn't this place a little too old? What were you thinking having a place like this transferred into your name? Yeah, that's right. I thought the place seemed a little too old. I personally wouldn't have seen the value in bothering to do a place like this up. I would have sold it and bought somewhere else instead. Oh, really? Well, even if it's a little on the older side, because this area has all the good schools, the house prices around here are through the roof. Did you know that the starting price for an apartment around here is $750,000? What? $750,000? This apartment is worth $750,000. Yes, that's right. And didn't you say that you wanted to move to this neighborhood, Nina? Huh? Me? No! When did I ever say anything like that? I certainly don't recall. I'm pretty sure you did. You said that you wanted to move to this area so that you would be in the catchment area for a better school for Tommy. But because the house prices are so high, you weren't able to do it in the end, were you? That's not it at all. We just changed our minds and decided that we didn't want to move here anymore. We're perfectly happy where we are at the moment, and Tommy has already gotten settled in his new school. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I think that you should reconsider your decision. This area really is lovely. I think you guys should just make the move, if you have the money like you say you do. Why do you have to go and rub salt in her wounds like that? What are you talking about? I'm just saying that I recommend the area because it's so nice here. You didn't think I meant anything bad by it, did you, Nina? You're so mean, Faye. Oh my gosh, Nina. Are you crying? I don't understand. Why? Oh, goodness. What are you crying for, Nina? You really have gone too far here, Faye. You really hate me. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? What do you mean by that? You decided to move into this place just to mess with me, didn't you? You knew how much I wanted to move into this area. We even got out alone because of that. Oh my goodness. You went as far as to go and get out alone? You said earlier that you just decided that you didn't want to move here anymore. Well, it's just... I had no idea. You should have told me in the first place. That way I would have known to be more careful with my words. You really are a piece of work, Faye. I'm sorry, Wendy, but I think I'm going to head home first. Hey, where are you going? Now look what you've done, Faye. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I really had no idea, Wendy. I guess she did want to move here really badly, huh? She should have just said something if that was the case. She shouldn't have acted like it wasn't. I think you owe somebody an apology, Faye. Me? Apologize to who? And for what? You need to apologize to Nina for what you did to her yesterday. She's still very upset, you know. Why should I? You were deliberately messing with her, weren't you? Don't you go denying it. You should know when you've gone too far with your bragging. I really don't see that I've done anything wrong. All I did was have you guys over for a housewarming party. All I said was that the neighborhood was nice. What's so bad about that? You know what you did, so stop playing dumb. And besides, how does it make sense for the youngest son to be having a nicer life than the oldest son? What does this have to do with who's the older brother and who's the younger brother? It has everything to do with that. The older brother is the bearer of the family's legacy. What on earth is wrong with you? What age do you think we're living in? I don't owe anyone an apology. What are you doing here? You acted like you were never going to come here again the other day. I've come to receive an apology. I'm sorry, what? An apology? That's right, an apology. Now hurry up and say sorry to your sister-in-law. Huh? Why on earth should I do that? What have I even done wrong? You know that what you did upset her. And I already said that I didn't realize the situation and I don't think I have any reason to be feeling sorry. Stop pretending! This whole thing with this house is just so that you can lord it over me. What? Lord it over you? You asked me to come over and then kept bragging about how expensive the houses are and how nice the area is. But both of those things are just facts. I wasn't trying to brag to you or anything. Was it really bad of me to say that I thought you guys should move to this neighborhood too? You knew full well that the reason we didn't move here is because we can't afford to. So why did you rub it in my face by telling me to move here? Well, to be honest, the fact that you don't have the money to move here is because you don't have the capabilities to save. Why is that my fault? How dare you say such a thing to her? Ouch! Wendy! You should know your place as the second daughter-in-law. Regardless of your opinion on the situation, you really shouldn't go around slapping people. Andy, haven't you taught your wife how to behave properly? Yeah, Andy. What do you have to say about this? Both of you, get out of my house right now! Excuse me? What? You just crossed a line there, Mom. Now get out. How dare you tell your own mother to get out? But you're not my mom, are you? You've only ever had one son in your heart, and it's not me. How dare you think that you have the right to slap my wife? Did she say anything that wasn't true? If you don't have the capabilities to make things happen for yourself, then you don't have the right to be as greedy as your precious older son and Nina are. Don't you think you're being a little harsh here, Andy? No, I don't think so. Especially after how you've treated us over the years, Nina. You keep thinking that you have the right to steal from us just because you're married to the precious older son. Well, I'm telling you right now, that isn't okay. Well, that's... You really are shameless. And now we have something that you can take from us. You start kicking and screaming and making a fuss. I'm hardly making a fuss. It's just the way things are meant to be. The oldest son is meant to live the best life. Will you stop with all this oldest son nonsense already? I've heard it 1,000,000 times and I do not need to hear it again. If the oldest son is really that important to you, then you can get your allowance and the money for your bills and groceries from him instead of me from now on. Why on earth should we be the ones providing that money? And why on earth should we have been the ones to shoulder that burden all this time? We're not giving Mom a single cent of our money ever again, so you guys had better sort some arrangement out fast. I'm also expecting you to pay back the money we gave you in the past that you decided to spend on them, Mom. I know that Faye has kept track of everything I sent to you, so I want to see every single penny. Son, what's gotten into you? I told you already, I'm not your son. I never really have been, have I? I'm just a punching bag, a pushover, and a piggy bank to you. You only have one son you've ever cared about, so you can go crying to him now for all I care. But, Andy... I told you both to get out of our house already. Neither of you are welcome here ever again. And that goes for that brother of mine as well. We're starting our new life in our new house, and it for sure does not involve any of you. I thought that maybe my husband had just lashed out in the spur of the moment and that he might apologize to his mom later on. But he really did stick to his guns and completely cut his mom off financially. When she came crawling back to beg him for forgiveness, he wasn't even willing to listen to a word she said. It was like something in him snapped the moment his mom slapped me, and he finally learned how to stand up for himself. Apparently, after realizing that they really were going to have to be responsible for my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law and his wife decided to completely abandon her because they couldn't handle the financial burden. So much for her precious firstborn son, huh? As for us, We're living happily in our new house, enjoying our new life. Our days are much more peaceful now that we don't have my husband's meddling family to deal with. I asked him if he was sad about cutting them all off, and he said that although he was a little sad, it was liberating to finally be free of them and not have to feel like he was inferior to anyone anymore, just for the simple reason of being born second. I don't know why his mom had always been clinging to such outdated ideas, but I'm hoping that now she's found herself cast aside by both sons, she finally has time to reflect and realize that treating one of your children so much better than the other can only bring about disastrous consequences. This is the end of the story. Thank you for listening.